we got Amazon delivery driver. A scary true Amazon delivery story animated. Okay. And this is by Dark and Twisted. So hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Road to 1500. Clickety clack. Best is back. Boom.
A dark and twisted true story.
I had just started working as a delivery driver for Amazon. The pay was decent, and I was able to pick the shift that worked out for me best. Even though my parents, being old-fashioned, thought it was a bad idea for a woman to make deliveries at night, I was happy about my new position, but on the night of October 10th, I regretted ever taking that job.
Oh wow.
One night, I had been working all day and was almost finished with my deliveries, but I had to pick up one last package from a customer which was located on the outskirts of town, near the old abandoned cemetery.
Hell no.
When I arrived, I was creeped out by how old and haunted the house looked. It looked like a house that Jason from Friday the 13th would live in. And there was a strange dark energy coming from it.
Nope, I would turn right back. Nope, you getting set up. Hell no.
All I wanted to do was get the package and get the hell away from that house. As I rang the doorbell, a strange and creepy-looking man answered the door. So I said hello to him and told him that I was there to pick up his package, so he handed it to me. Then he told me to handle it with care because it was fragile. So I grabbed the package and was on my way. Since it was my last package for the evening, I decided to keep it in the passenger seat instead of in the back of the truck, as I usually did.
Nope. See, you messing up already. For what's me, everything is going in the back. I don't care.
"20 minutes later, I noticed a horrid odor and couldn't understand where the smell could have been coming from. I figured it was coming from the old abandoned cemetery that I was passing, so I rolled up my window to drown out the stench. But then I noticed that the odor had grown much stronger, but as I looked around for the smell, a deer ran in front of my truck, causing me to slam on the brakes, which caused the package to fall onto the floor.
Oh hell no.
But when I went to pick it up, my heart almost stopped at the sight of the package's contents. It was a human head with its eyes carved from the sockets, and there was blood everywhere. I screamed at the top of my lungs, jumped out of my truck, and called the police. Come to find out, the customer who gave me the package had killed his ex-wife's new husband and had decapitated him.
Wow.
He was sending the package to her as revenge for divorcing him. That was the last time I worked as a delivery.
So that's how Amazon works. You order something, I guess, and then they pick it up from the guy, from the people, and then I don't know. I doubt it.
Driver. Even to this day, I still have nightmares about it.
Okay, now this next one is by Dark and Twisted as well, and this one is Starbucks Nightmare. True, disturbing Starbucks horror story animated, and this is also by Dark and Twisted. Here we go. Click or clack. That's just that. Let's get it. Boom.
Dark and twisted true story.
I had just started working the third shift at a cleaning company. Usually, there is another girl and me, but the other girl called in sick. So I had to work alone.
Oh.
On this particular night, I had to clean Starbucks coffee house.
Oh.
I had just begun my shift and started to clean the carpets. During this hour, it was hard to stay awake, so thank God it was a coffee house, where I could at least drink coffee to keep me from falling asleep on the job. So I put on a pot of coffee and began to work. Around 12:45 there was a power outage in the area, then seconds later, I heard a knock at the window. When I shifted my eyes toward the window, there was a man standing there which freaked me out. He was trying to communicate with me through the glass, and of course, I couldn't hear what he was saying. So I walked closer to the window.
Why?
Then I noticed he was wearing a Starbucks shirt.
No,
He
don't
said that
trust
he
it.
worked there and forgot the keys to his apartment, so he needed me to let him in to get them. At first, I had second thoughts, but then I figured it was not a problem since he did work there.
Okay.
So I opened the door to let him in. He thanked me and began to walk toward the back to get his keys, but as he was walking past me, I noticed something drop from his back pocket onto the floor.
His keys.
And when I looked down, it was a pair of wire cutters. Obviously, it was he who had cut the power. He then looked at me, smiled, then pulled out a gun and told me to get into the safe and give him money. I begged for him not to hurt me, but he just smiled at me in a creepy and threatening way. I told him that I didn't have the combination to the safe, because I was only a cleaner, but he put the gun to my head and told me on the count of 10 he was going to pull the trigger if I didn't open the safe. There I was, begging for my life, but he continued to count. When he got to number 8, I had a brilliant idea. I picked up the pot of hot coffee and tossed it into his face, knocking him to the floor. Then I called the police. Come to find out, the man used to work there as a manager. That's why he was wearing a Starbucks uniform. I guess hot coffee not only wakes you up, it can save your life as well.
Yeah, make sure it's boiling hot then, yeah. I would have cracked him with the freaking glass and everything. Break it all in his face. Simple. Dude, he was a manager there. I wonder what happened that got him fired. Psycho. Starbucks.
Sure, there are plenty of streaming
Just do
services,
voice.
but what they're missing is my addicting animated horror series. My girlfriend wants to kill me.
You guys want me to react to that? My girlfriend wants to kill me. I would love to react to that. Let me know down in the comments. It looked like a crazy
Which has gained
series.
over 4.5 million views,
wow.
as well as My Girlfriend Wants to Kill Me, the prequel, and Her Blood on My Hands.
Her blood.
Join Dark and Twisted TV, or you'll never know the shocking
Conclusion.
other fans have already joined.
Okay, his voice and these headphones in my ear, no. It's not a vibe, yo. But this was Dark and Twisted. True disturbing Starbucks horror story animated. So, I like Dark and Twisted. Okay, yeah, buddy. But I hope you guys enjoyed those two reactions. I'm your host, Jackson25. The two original videos will be down in the description. Go check out Dark and Twisted channel. He got some crazy good stories. Really good stories. And a really creepy voice to go along with those stories. But yeah, leave a like. Road to 1500. I'm your host, Jackson25. Peace. Or should I say, peace.